Oh, hey guys, you're back. Alright, the Badwolf, the man in black, here to bring you more ways on how to attack that jurisdiction and other things they don't want you to know. Alright, so as a US national, this video is going to be about marriage, okay? Some of you are currently married, some of you are thinking about getting married, some of you maybe don't want to be. Either way, still pretty good information. So, as a U.S. national, if you marry somebody from a foreign country, they are bestowed the citizenship of U.S. national. But typically, the system wants you to only look at your U.S. citizenship. Okay, so you have to be aware of that. Okay, but I'm going to back up and say that before you get married, okay, you should think about the option of having a natural wedding. And what I mean by that is to get married within the state, for tax purposes, really is the only big thing. And if he or she plans to leave you, they can take half of your stuff. But you ever wonder why? It's because when you get married and you apply for your license to get married, why do you need a license to get married? Okay, you need to have somebody else tell you that yes, we officially see this within the state and we recognize it for tax purposes. Okay, so what if I don't want to recognize this for tax purposes and I don't want to have to pay any taxes towards that or fees or whatever else? They used to do it hundreds of years ago or whatever, I mean, just saying. Okay, so really the only benefit is taxes. If one of them wants to leave you, they can take half your stuff. You can arbitrate it through the state, because really what that license is doing, you're basically saying you're in a three-way marriage between you, them, and the state. And the state says, if you guys and when you mess up, we hope you don't mess up. We'll be there for you to make sure everything is equal and fair. Okay, if you want that, that's fine. This is for people who think outside of the box, okay? And by that I mean have the constitutional right and God-given rights to be able to do this. All you have to do is sit down with that person, create your own affidavit. If you don't know what an affidavit is, Google it. Once you do that, go get it notarized, and you guys are married. However, make sure you put all the ins and outs, goods and bads and uglies in there. If we separate, or break up, or we divorce and cancel this union, you get your stuff, I get my stuff. Anything that we both put in money 50-50, we will agree upon item by item. Or it's a prenup. If we have kids, we are now saying that we agree for 50-50 custody at this point in time. That way later on it's not an argument or a fight, and then CPS, those pieces don't have to get involved, okay? Because that's what your marriage license is doing. That's what when you got your child's birth certificate is doing, and their social security number. You're inviting these people in to arbitrate between you. Now I get it that some people out there, well, put it this way, if you're doing all these things with somebody that you don't trust and you don't believe is going to be there, why are you doing that in the first place? So you're doing it on faith that they're always going to be there. Now, if you've gotten to know this person, you should know them pretty well, but even myself, I got to experience, you might think you know the person you're about to marry, which I'm not married, almost was, and then you find out they're not. It's kind of like, should have probably got to know you a little bit better. So anybody can be fooled, anybody cannot see it coming. Outside situations occur, so go into it protecting yourselves. And here's the interesting part, is at that point in time, both people are going to be very agreeable. Hey honey, don't you think if we ever have kids, we should keep this between us and keep the state out of it, and that we should both have equal custody of the kids? Yes we should. And you think we should split stuff, or do you think you keep your stuff or I should keep my stuff? Well, yeah, we should be able to keep our own stuff. Okay, and then anything we build together, we should share that, divide it up, figure out which one wants to keep this. Yes, going to be very agreeable in the beginning because, as we know, most relationships always start off that way. That being said, after that, years later, things go south. You have all this in writing amongst your little civil union. You agree to these things. You can even put in there like, with both of our signatures or with one of our signatures, this marriage can be dissolved, right then and there. Or it takes both of us to dissolve it. Whatever it is, whatever you guys want to do, you figure it out. But think about all these things. And think about the bank accounts. Think about money paid for trips. Think about the money in the bank accounts. Anything of that nature that you are bringing together, you want there to be together forever, but it may not be. So plan it like, it's your own business and how you would go about peacefully, hopefully, dissolving such a situation. Because after the fact, as you can talk to any number of people that I know and whatever else, it can be a shit show. So that's pretty much about it, guys. Go out, be safe, create your own private world. And like as far as taxes, you would just still do taxes the same way. Yeah, you get a little bit of, tax breaks and this and that. If that's what you want, then do that. But for that, I would prefer just to be able to still file my own taxes. They file their own taxes. Even put that in there. Who gets the, claim the kid or the children. Is it split at 50-50? All those things. Who gets the dog? Who gets the horse? The dragon? The unicorn? Whatever it is, put it down. You can even have a spot in there where there's an open clause. Call it a living agreement or a living contract where, say in 5 years or at any point in time, both people have to come together to update it. And these are things that have changed. These are now in agreement, and these things have, no longer apply. Okay? So be wise, be smart. That's pretty much about it. As far as me, I don't know if I'll ever get married, but I would definitely be okay with the right person. But I don't want to lose my stuff. I was close to that once. Ain't never going back. So, and to those people who have out there, you know what I'm talking about. All right. For those people who are still hopeful, hope you never have to find out. So that's about it, guys. Badwolf's over and out. Check out the bonus materials down below. As always, most of you guys know, anytime you guys order stuff, I always send almost always free items, articles, pages, files that are usually relevant to the cause. So for any orders, those are down below. Discounts, all that stuff. If they're not here, check out my main page. It'll be in the About section. So about that, it's about that time. Talk to you guys later. Badwolf, over and out.